Any new business which should probably come before the assembly?
Madam Chair.
Yes, Lori.
I move that our chapter conduct an activity to encourage 100% membership in our chapter.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded that our chapter conduct an activity to encourage 100% membership in our chapter. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair.
Yes, Lori, being the maker of the motion.
I think that this is a great idea because we do not have 100% membership within our ag classes, and to become an affiliate chapter, you must have 100% membership. So please vote on this motion with me.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Audrey.
I do not support this motion. Part of what makes FFA so great is that all of our members choose and want to be here. Mandatory membership would take away this aspect. Please vote on this motion.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Lori.
I move to amend this motion so as to cross out the words 100% membership and add in 75% participation so that it reads that our chapter conduct an activity to encourage 75% participation in our chapter.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded that we cross out 100% membership and added 75% participation. So the motion reads that our chapter conduct an activity to encourage 75% participation in our chapter. Is there any discussion on the amendment?
Madam Chair.
Being the maker of the motion, yes, Lori.
I think this would be a great idea, as when we have this activity, some people might not be able to come, so if we get 75 participation, it would look very good. Please vote on this motion.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Beth.
Agreeing with the previous speaker, if we got 75% of participation to attend in the activity, it would look great for our chapter and bring us together as a chapter. So please vote up this motion.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Levi.
I am against this amendment since you can't enforce participation. Those who are forced to participate wouldn't be as dedicated to the CDEs as the rest of us. So please vote down this amendment.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Lori.
Why are we only trying to receive 75% participation in our chapter? We're lowering our goals, and we should always keep our goals high, whether or not we are able to reach them. So please vote down this motion.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Audrey.
I support this amendment because it would allow our chapter to achieve more. Please vote on this motion.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Lori.
I think this would be a great idea, as 75% will look really good because getting 100% is very unrealistic, as many people are involved in other activities around the school and community. Please vote up this motion.
Madam Chair,
Yes, Beth.
agreeing with the previous speaker, 75% would look great for our chapter, and the other 25% of the chapter being
For the instruction, last call for anyone that needs to take or retake pictures that includes faculty and staff. Seniors, yours will start at 11:30.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Audrey.
I support this amendment because 75% participation is a much more reasonable goal for our chapter. Please vote up this amendment.
Is there any more discussion on the amendment? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote that we strike out the words 100% membership and add in 75% participation. So the motion reads that our chapter conduct an activity to encourage 75% participation in our chapter. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay.
Nay.
Motion passed. The main motion now reads that our chapter conduct an activity to encourage 75% participation in our chapter. Is there any discussion on the main motion?
Madam Chair.
Yes, Lauren.
I think this is a great idea, as it would look great on our program of activities that we can state that we got 75% participation in this activity. Please vote up this motion.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Beth.
I call for a 5-minute recess.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we recess for 5 minutes. This is not debatable, but it is amendable. Is there any amendments? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay.
Nay.
Motion failed. Back to the main motion, which reads that our chapter conduct an activity to encourage 75% participation in our chapter.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Audrey.
I move that we suspend the rules requiring our meetings to be held in person. Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we suspend the rules that our meetings are held in person. This is not debatable, but it is amendable. Are there any amendments? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay.
Nay.
Motion failed.
I call for division of the assembly.
Division of assembly has been called for. All in favor of suspending the rules that our chapter meetings are not held in person, raise your right hand. 2, thank you. All opposed, raise your right hand. 3, thank you. Motion failed. Back to the main motion, which states that our chapter conduct an activity to encourage 75% participation in our chapter. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair,
Yes, Lauren.
I think this is a great idea as we can have it in our gym where it's very open and we can host very many different activities that everyone will be able to participate in. So please vote up this motion.
Madam Chair. Yes, Levi.
I still believe that you can't enforce participation and I'm against this motion. So therefore, I move to refer this to a committee of 3 appointed by the chair that reports back next year.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we refer the main motion to a committee of 3 appointed by the chair and report back next year. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair.
Being the maker of the motion, yes, Levi.
I believe that referring this to a committee to report back next year will allow them to discover what this will allow to do for our chapter and make a more informed decision. So please vote up this motion.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Becca.
I don't think this is a good idea because still having activities to accomplish this year, we need to discuss it now and make our decision. So please vote up.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Lord.
I think that this is a bad idea. We have not been able to conduct very many chapter activities this year, so getting another one in which we got a lot of participation would be really good. Would be very good in our program of activities and for general camaraderie within the chapter. So please vote down this motion.
I withdraw my motion.
Motion withdrawn. Back to the main motion, which states that our chapter conduct an activity to encourage 75% participation in our chapter. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair. The parliamentary inquiry
State your inquiry.
is amend debatable.
Yes, it is.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Audrey.
Not only would I am in favor of this motion, not only would it be fun for our members, we can also make it educational and informative. Please vote up this motion.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Levi.
If we enforce participation, this could greatly reduce our success at CDEs and hurt the dedicated membership of the chapter. So please vote down this motion.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Becca.
Disagreeing with the previous speaker, I feel like if we have activities where we require them to attend, it could bring us together as a chapter and help us build a stronger team rather than tear us down. So please vote up this motion.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Lord.
I think that this is a good idea. We wouldn't have to enforce them to attend a bunch of CDs. We could just encourage them to attend different activities throughout the year, like our Christmas party. So please vote up this motion. Madam Chair.
Yes, Audrey.
I move that we lay this motion on the table.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we lay this motion on the table. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I don't think this is a good idea, just as I don't think referring to a committee is a good idea because we need to get this discussed now and there's no point in putting it off.
I rise to the point of order.
State your point.
Lay on the table is not debatable.
Point well taken. Seeing that lay on the table is not debatable or amendable, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay.
Nay.
Motion failed.
I rise to a question of privilege.
State your question.
Can I loosen this scarf?
No, you may not. Back to the main motion, which reads that our chapter conduct an activity to encourage 75% participation in our chapter. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair.
Yes, Levi.
Seeing that the motion doesn't state 75% participation in CDEs, I would be more in support of the motion if 75% participation could be like attending events.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Lord.
I still agree that 75 participation in our chapter is a great thing because it shows that we are all dedicated to the chapter and this organization. So please vote up this motion.
Madam Chair,
Yes, Becca.
I agree with the previous speaker, and it would be an easy task to accomplish as we have much room in our school and our community to hold these activities. So please vote up this motion.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Lord.
I think that this is a good idea because we'd be able to easily track who is attending what with our points board in Ms. Strickler's classroom. So please vote up this motion.
Is there any more discussion on the main motion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote that our chapter conduct an activity to encourage 75% participation in our chapter. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay.
Nay.
Motion passed. Is there any more new business that needs to be brought before the assembly? Seeing none, I entertain a motion for adjournment.
Madam Chair.
Yes,
I move to adjourn this meeting. Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we adjourn the meeting. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion passed.